So here is the problem which we had written for last class. That find the coefficient of performance and heat transfer rate in condenser of a refrigerator. So a refrigerator is a refrigerator and heat pump. The both are reversible heat engine, right? For the starting of the module, I explained that what is a heat engine and what is reversible form of heat engine. There are two reversible form of heat engine. First one is a heat engine, a reverse heat engine as a refrigerator, and second one is reverse heat engine as a heat pump, right? So we have written a particular equation for a COP value of refrigerator, COP value of heat pump, and efficiency of heat engine. Okay. So the that equation we have written. So here the question is asked to find the coefficient of performance of a heat transfer by condenser of a refrigerator. So COP of refrigerator is the value that you want to find out. COP of refrigerator. So the given data are what was the figure of particular refrigerator? That is, what was the figure? Okay, Q2 ഏതാണ് Q തന്നിട്ടുള്ളത് നോക്കാം. Before that, you want to know more. So this was the figure of a refrigerator. That is, our source is there, a sink is there, that is T1 is there, T2 is there. So this is a particular refrigerator or heat pump. So there are Q1 and Q2. So what is the direction? What was the direction of particular? So as I said, it is a reversible heat engine, right? Reversible heat engine is not a refrigerator. So the equation is the direction of the particular values of the Q1 and Q2 is the opposite direction. Okay, and the work is done to system. Work is done to system. Heat engine case porthodekkaayirunnu, and when we are reversing the particular heat engine, we will get a refrigerator, and the whole direction will be reversed. Okay, this was the figure of particular refrigerator. So the given data is refrigerating capacity. So given this, so how we can find the given data is either Q1 or Q2. തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന മേലെ Q1 ആണോ Q2 എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാം. The given data is given as a refrigerating capacity. Refrigerating capacity means how much heat it can take or how much heat it can convert എന്നുള്ളതാണ് refrigerating capacity. So how much heat it can take, how much heat or how much capacity of the particular refrigerator want to transfer. So that is the total taking capacity Q2. Q2 is given. Q2 is given as 1200 12,000 kilojoule per hour. Kilojoule per hour. And power input, second given value is power input. Power input as is the particular value given in watt. It is the work done. Work done. It is given in a kilowatt or watt. So power input W is given as 0.75 kilowatt. So you want to find the COP value. Okay, COP value of refrigerator. First one, COP coefficient of performance, heat transfer rate. Heat transfer rate Q2 is given. So you want to find out the heat transfer rate. Heat വരുന്ന value കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് Q2 given, and transfer rate Q1. Okay, transfer rate Q1. You want to find the value of Q1 and COP of refrigerator, right? COP of refrigerator and Q1 value you want to find out. So what is the equation for a COP of refrigerator? Equation for a refrigerator എന്തായിരുന്നു? Anyone? COP of refrigerator. First one, COP of refrigerator. What is the equation? What was the equation? പറയാരെങ്കിലും equation of COP of refrigerator. Please turn back your pages. Anyone? ആരും ഒന്ന് ആൻസർ പറയടാ. ഇത് എഴുതിയല്ലേ നമ്മള്? COP is given as Q2 by W, right? Q2 by W. എഴുതുന്നുണ്ടോ നിങ്ങൾ? Q2 by W. COP project is Q2 by W. എഴുതിയല്ലേ നമ്മള് COP project COP by W തുടക്കത്തില്. Here Q2 by W or Q2 by W is given as for first law. First law W equal to Q1 minus Q2. So the equation become as Q2 by Q1 minus Q2. Equation of COP refrigerator is Q2 by W. So Q2 by W. So Q2 is given, W is given. Q2 is given, W is given. So Q2 is given. So find the value in kilojoule per hour. Kilojoule per hour kilojoule per hour. Okay. So the given data is Q2 value is also given in Q2 kilojoule per hour, 1200, 1000 kilojoule per hour. It is given to kilojoule per hour divided by work done. Work done is given in kilowatt. Okay. Work done is given in kilowatt. So you want to convert first the value in kilojoule per hour. Okay. Kilojoule per hour. And kilojoule per hour cheythaale namakku value kittu, right? So find the value. So you want to convert the value of kilowatt into kilojoule per hour. So how can we convert the value of kilowatt into kilojoule per hour? Look here. Kilowatt. So what is the unit of watt? Joule per second, right? Joule per second on watt. Joule per second. Please note that. Please make it in a box. Joule per second equal to watt. Joule per second equal to watt. So here kilowatt can be written as kilojoule per second. Kilojoule per second. Okay. So how can we convert kilojoule per second to kilojoule per hour? Okay. So we can convert kilojoule per second to kilojoule per minute to equal to kilojoule per minute mati. So kilojoule per second and kilojoule per second. Second is given in below. So to convert the second into minute, you would just want to multiply the particular value into 60 in the denominator. So we can convert the particular value into minute, kilojoule per minute. So then to hour. Then to hour means again into 60. So totally you want to multiply the particular value in 3600. 3600 to convert the particular joule per second to joule per hour. Okay. To convert joule per second into joule per hour, you only want to multiply the particular value into 3600, whether the value is in kilojoule per second. So per second means second is in denominator. So you want to divide the total value into 3600. To convert into minute, you want to convert the particular value into 60, or to hour, you want to എന്താണ് കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലേ? ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ അത് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് വാട്ടിന് മാറ്റിയാൽ മതി. സോ ദ വാല്യൂ ഈസ് 0.75. 0.75. So 0.75 into 60 into 60. Right? ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? The value will be converted into kilojoule per hour. So the total value, COP value is a particular what it is not a, it is a dimensionless quantity. There is no dimension for, it is a unit for particular COP value. So kilojoule per hour is in denominator and kilojoule per hour is in denominator. So total unit also will get cancelled. So the value will be a particularly a constant value. 1200 divided by 0.75 16 to 60. That is 4.44. That is the COP value of refrigerator in this condition, in this state, Q2 by W. Okay. The second one is heat transfer rate Q. Heat transfer rate Q1. Heat transfer rate Q1. Second value to find out is heat transfer rate Q1. So according to first law of thermodynamics, we know that W equal to Q2 minus Q1. W equal to Q2 minus Q1. So from here, Q1 equal to Q2 Q1 equal to Q2 W equal to Q1 minus Q2. From first law, we know that W equal to Q1 minus Q2. Q1. First initial value of Q will be higher. So Q1 minus Q2 is the equation from first law of thermodynamics. So here Q1 equal to W plus Q2. W plus Q2. And so W is given as W is 0.75 total kilojoule per hour ആണ് കണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. So 0.75 into 60 into 60, that is into 3600 plus Q2. Q2 is given as 12,000. So this is the value of a Q1, that is heat transferred in kilojoule per hour, right? Kilojoule per hour. Total W is in kilojoule per hour and Q2 is in kilojoule per hour. So the total value will be in kilojoule per hour, that is 14700 kilojoule per hour, right? Okay. So this is the way of solving the particular problem in the case of heat engine, heat pump, refrigerator, etc. The question may be asked to find out the heat transfer rate, work done, or efficiency, or coefficient of COP. Okay, COP value equation want to be by hearted for COP, refrigerator, heat pump, and efficiency of heat engine, work done, and heat transfer rate. So the main equation you want to be thorough is for first law W equal to Q1 minus Q2, and various equation for COP and that particular efficiency value of Carnot engine. So please write down a particular equations of efficiency of reversible engine. Efficiencies of reversible heat engine. Efficiency of reversible heat engine. Efficiency of, please note down the particular equation only, reversible heat engine. So either the question is asked that it's a reversible heat engine. So the equation for reversible heat engine in the case of temperature, in the particular in the terms of temperature, that is, we know that for any heat engine, a reversible heat engine has a higher efficiency according to Carnot theorem, right? According to Carnot theorem, for a given any engine type of engine, only a reversible heat engine or a reversible engine or any reversible engine possesses a higher efficiency. So efficiency of maximum is given as for reversible engine, that is Q reverse equal to Q maximum. Okay, Q maximum equal to Q1 minus Q2 by Q1, right? Q1 minus Q2 by Q1. Q1 minus Q2 by Q1, or we can write as 1 minus Q2 by Q1 for a heat engine. Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 or 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So we can also write in the terms of temperature as E is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. So the heat transfer rate Q is directly proportional to or directly related to temperature. Okay, the particular efficiency of heat transfer rate of any heat engine, heat transfer rate of any reversible or any heat engine can be related to temperature. So it is not, can be noted or can be related to temperature as 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Directly we can relate the Q2 to T2 and Q1 to T1. So we can also write the particular equation as 1 minus Q2 by Q1 or 1 minus T2 by T1 or T1 minus T2 by T1, right? T1 minus T2 by T1, or efficiency of reversible heat engine is T1 minus T2 by T1 or 1 minus T2 by T1. Put it in a box. T1 minus T2 by T1 or 1 minus T2 by T1. So from this equation we can denote that when T2 decreases, T1 increases, and the efficiency of reversible cycle also increases. When T2 decreases, T1 particular value of T1 increases. Okay, T2 means the temperature of colder body, sink, right? T1 is the temperature of higher body, source. Okay, when T2 decreases, T1 increases and efficiency of the particular heat engine increases. So how can we also relate the particular equation by using COP of refrigerator and COP of heat pump, like this equation in the case of, in the terms of temperature, COP of refrigerator and COP of heat pump. You can directly write the equation as COP of refrigerator equal to T2 by T1 minus T2, T2 by T1 minus T2, and COP of heat pump equal to is reverse, right? COP of refrigerator reverse refrigerator is simply a reversible heat engine. So what is the reversible of a reversible refrigerator? Reversible engine of a refrigerator. The equation is T2 by T1 minus T2, and also heat pump, COP of heat pump reversible equal to T1 by T1 minus T2. So we have written the three equations for a reversible engines: reversible heat engine, reversible refrigerator, and reversible heat pump. Okay, efficiency of reversible heat engine, COP of reversible refrigerator, COP of reversible heat pump. Okay, T1 by T1 minus T2. Okay. So the next one and the last topic of the particular section is absolute thermodynamic temperature scale. Absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, simply called as Kelvin scale. Thermodynamic temperature scale. Simply we can relate it to Kelvin scale itself. So as I told in the case of the particular equation that we can directly relate the particular heat transfer rate into temperature, right? We can directly relate the particular heat transfer rate into temperature, Q2 to T2, T1 to Q1 to T1, where in Q2, Q3 is there, we can relate it to T3, and in Q4 is there, we can relate it to T4. Okay, so a particular heat transfer rate in a reversible or a heat engine is directly proportional to temperature. When temperature increases, the heat transfer increases. When temperature decreases, heat transfer decreases. Right? We can relate a particular values of the heat transfer Q value directly to temperature. This is a particular concept of a thermodynamic temperature scale. Absolute thermodynamic temperature scale. This is a basic concept. Okay. So how can we arrive at an equation? So there is no derivation, right? There is no derivation, but we want to know what is the expression of the particular absolute thermodynamic temperature scale T. Okay. So we know that the particular equation for a reversible engine. Reversible engine, the efficiency equation is 1 minus Q2 by Q1. 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So I said that we can simply relate the particular values of the this particular heat transfer rate directly to temperature, right? So we can write it as Q2 by Q1 equal to T2 by T1. Okay, Q2 by Q1 equal to T2 by T1, or ഇതെങ്ങനെ വരുന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ Q2 by Q1 equal directly you can write as a function of temperature T1 T2. Is simply called as a Q1 or Q2 is directly a function of temperature T2 by T1. So you can also write it as T2 by T1, function of T2 by T1. So we can directly write the equation as Q2 equal to Q2 by Q1 equal to T2 by T1. So we can also write the equation of efficiency is 1 minus T2 by T1. അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇക്വേഷനിലേക്ക് വരുന്നത്. According to absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, a heat transfer rate or Q value can be related directly to a temperature scale. That is particular absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, right? So it will never become zero. The particular T2 by T1 value or T2 against absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, the particular value will never be equal to zero for a finite number of processes. It will never become zero for a finite number of temperature process. That is simply called third law of thermodynamics. The third law of thermodynamics simply states about the absolute thermodynamic temperature scale or absolute temperature scale. അതിലേക്ക് വരാം, നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത മൊഡ്യൂളിലേക്കാണ് വരുന്നത്. So here we can simply say that the value of temperature, absolute temperature, will never become to zero. Absolute temperature never becomes zero for a finite process. For a finite process. Finite process means particular a defined process, not an infinite process. A finite process. Okay. So after establishing the concept of zero of thermodynamics or a particular absolute temperature scale, after defining a particular relation for a or after defining the particular term as a absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം? How we can find the absolute temperature for a particular process? So here we use a reference temperature. A reference temperature. We are using a particular reference temperature that is denoted or that is defined by Kelvin. A particular is known Kelvin. So the Kelvin temperature scale arrives. That is the particular value of the what is the value of Kelvin scale temperature? 273 Kelvin, right? 273 Kelvin, or exact value is 273.15 Kelvin. 273.15 Kelvin. Okay, this is the triple point of water value. This is the value of a triple point of water. എങ്ങനെയാണ് K value 273.515 വന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ it is the value of triple point of water. What is the triple point? A triple point means there are three phases for a liquid, right? There are three phases in a sort of substance. For a pure substance, there are three phases. First is liquid, solid, and gas. There are three phases for a pure substance. So either a particular graph can be plotted. This is a particular liquid line, and this is a particular solid line, and this is a particular gas line. So a particular point where the three stages, where three phases are in equilibrium together. So where a point meets where the three phases, both liquid phase, solid phase, and gas phase, the three phases are in thermal equilibrium. When the three phases are in together equilibrium at a particular state, and particular point is known as triple point, and the value for a triple point of water is 273.15 or 273 Kelvin, or 273 point. So the particular value of the triple point of water is taken by Kelvin to define a Kelvin scale of temperature. That is 1 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. 1 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin ആണ് പറയുന്നത് ഈ വാല്യൂ. Okay. So for a Kelvin, introduce the Kelvin scale of temperature in the case of absolute thermodynamic temperature scale, and to find the absolute thermodynamic temperature, the T value, you can use the particular reference value. E value നമുക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. So how can you find the value of? So how we can find the value of thermodynamic temperature scale? We can use the particular equation T by T reference equal to Q by Q reference. So if any question is asked to find the value of absolute thermodynamic temperature, you can use the equation as T equal to T reference into Q by Q reference. So we are taking a particular reference temperature and reference heat transfer rate, and for a particular process of particular heat temperature, we process എടുക്കുന്നു, അതിലൊരു heat transfer rate ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ any Q value is there, you can find the particular temperature, absolute temperature value from this equation. That is T equal to T reference into Q by Q reference. That particular T reference that is taken as the triple point of water. So we can also write the equation as T equal to 273.15 Kelvin into Q by Q reference. This is the equation for a absolute thermodynamic temperature T. Absolute thermodynamic temperature, it will never become a value equal to 0. So the principle also theory starts from here, where any heat transfer rate we can convert, or we can relate the particular equation into temperature. We can define an absolute temperature according to the particular theory, and this is that we can write as T reference. We can use the T reference value to find the absolute temperature. That is T by T reference equal to Q by Q reference. So we can find the T value as T equal to T reference into Q by Q reference. And that T reference value we can take from the triple point of water value, that is 273.15, or we can find the value of reference value as 1 degree Celsius equal to 273.15 Kelvin. So we are simply we are taking 273 only. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ വാല്യൂ വന്നത്. So thermodynamic temperature equal to, so we can write thermodynamic temperature equal to thermodynamic temperature is defined in Kelvin, not in degrees Celsius. So any problem we are doing, we have to convert the particular value of degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So thermodynamic temperature, we can find the value of thermodynamic temperature equal to Celsius temperature into Celsius temperature plus 273.15. നമുക്കറിയുന്ന വരുന്നുണ്ടേ. ഓക്കെ, ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് വരുന്നത്. സോ വാട്ട് ഈസ് thermodynamic temperature എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ Kelvin scale. It is defining Kelvin scale. It is defining Kelvin scale. We can use the particular value of degree Celsius plus 273 value to get the overall thermodynamic temperature value. So that is absolute thermodynamic temperature. Topic. So we can do one more problem in the case of heat engine. Heat engine case is problem. So please write on the problem. That is a Carnot heat engine is a very important problem. That is very complex problem, very tough problem, which will be asked in particular section. A Carnot heat engine draws heat from a reservoir draws heat from a reservoir heat engine draws heat from a reservoir at a temperature T1 at a temperature T1 at a temperature T1 and reject heat to ആ ഫിഗർ നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വരണം. അപ്പോൾ റിജക്ട് ഹീറ്റ് ടു another reservoir at temperature T1. Sorry, another reservoir at temperature T3. Not T2, it is T3. Temperature T3. Okay, T1 to T3. The Carnot forward engine cycle. The Carnot forward cycle engine. Carnot forward cycle engine drives a Carnot reversed cycle engine. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഫിഗർ ചെയ്യാൻ വരച്ച ആൻസർ ഡ്രൈവ്സ് എ Carnot reverse heat engine. Carnot reverse heat engine or refrigerator. It can also be called as refrigerator because it is reversed Carnot engine. Reverse engine can be also called as refrigerator or a heat pump. Refrigerator which absorbs heat from reservoir at temperature T2 and reject to reservoir at a temperature T2. Here comes T2. Sorry, T3. T2 വന്നു അതിന്റെ കൂടെ ടെമ്പറേച്ചർ രണ്ടും പുറത്തേക്ക് വിടുന്നത് T3 ലേക്ക്. Okay. If the higher temperature T1 is if the higher temperature T1 is 600 Kelvin and low temperature T2 equal to 300 Kelvin. Determine first one, the temperature T3 such that heat supplied to engine Q1 is equal to heat absorbed by refrigerator Q2. Simply you can say Q1 equal to Q2. Okay. And last question, efficiency of Carnot engine and COP of Carnot engine. Sorry, COP of Carnot refrigerator, reversed heat engine, that is refrigerator. Okay. So how we can draw a figure related to the question. So after the question, that is a Carnot heat engine. A heat engine is the a T1 mole. Carnot heat engine is the heat from a reservoir T1. Okay, mole T1 and reject heat to another reservoir T2. So T2 അല്ല T3 ആണുള്ളത്. Okay, T3 ലേക്ക് കൊടുത്തു. Okay, അതവിടെ വെച്ചു. The Carnot forward cycle engine, that particular heat engine, drives a Carnot reverse engine, reverse heat engine or refrigerator, which absorbs heat from the reservoir T2. T2 receive ചെയ്യുന്നു and reject the temperature reservoir to T3. രണ്ടും T3 ലേക്ക്. So if the higher temperature T1 is 600 Kelvin, so how we can draw the particular? So I will draw the particular figure. മനസ്സിലാക്കാം എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഫിഗർ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവുക. So I am drawing the particular figure, right? Okay. A particular heat engine is there, which is absorbing heat from T1. A Carnot engine is there. So I am drawing a Carnot engine. Okay. Carnot engine is there. It is rejecting the particle heat to a temperature T3. Okay. T3. Good. And if it is a forward heat engine, this particular engine drives a reversible engine. So the work done by the particular Carnot engine. The work done is used by a particular reverse engine. It drives a particular reversed heat engine. Carnot engine. Reversed engine. Carnot engine. Reverse engine direction. So it drives the particular heat engine, drives a particular reversed heat engine, which absorbs heat from a T2. Which absorbs heat from T2. T2 heat to and reject it to T3. Same T3. Okay. So the figure is understood. Okay. The figure a particular Carnot engine is there. It absorbs heat from a particular reservoir T1 and reject to T3. And also drives a particular Carnot engine. Work done from the Carnot engine drives is used to drive a particular reversible heat engine. A reversible heat engine means it receives a particular work. Work is heat produced. Okay. A Carnot engine is to produce work produced and receives heat, or Carnot reverse engine or refrigerator. It receives heat from T2 and deliver to T3. Okay. So the value here, it is value first one is Q1. We can reduce Q2. Okay. Q2. So ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് Q2 കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. Q2 ഇവിടെ കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് Q2 കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. So we can denote it as a Q1 dash. So work done is given as Q1 minus Q1 dash. Work done is Q1 minus Q2. Here it is Q1 minus Q1 dash. So work done equal to Q1 minus Q1 dash for a Carnot engine. It is received by the Carnot engine. And by receiving heat from Q2, the additional heat it is rejected to T3. We can denote a particular TM by Q1 double dash. So I'm denote a particular value Q1 double dash because the same amount of heat from a heat engine is retained. So it is Q1 dash, it is Q1 double dash. Heat. It is not Q2 dash. Q1. So how so work done is work done. So Q1 minus Q1 dash and so that particular heat is equal to particular T3. So this is the figure. So T1 value and T2 value is given. So given value. So please write down given value T1. T1 is given as 600 Kelvin and T2 is given as 300 Kelvin. So what is the T3? First question is to find the value of T3. And second question is to find the value of COP of Carnot refrigerator and efficiency of Carnot engine. Okay. So first you want to find two relations. So I'm finding first two relations they are finding, and by relating the particular two relations we are arriving the particular value. Okay, relation. So first we know efficiency of heat engine equal to Q1 minus Q2 by Q1, right? Q1 minus Q2 by Q1. Here it is Q1 minus Q1 dash by Q1. This W by Q1. W by Q1 equal to Q1 minus Q1 dash by Q1. Q1 minus Q1 dash by Q1. Also we can write by using temperature. According to absolute temperature scale, we can write as T1 minus T3. T1 minus T3. So we can write it as T1 minus T3 by T1. Okay. T1 minus T3 by T1. W by Q1 equal to T1 minus T3 by T1. Okay. So W equal to T1 minus T3 by T1 into Q1. Right? W equal to T1 minus T3 by T1 into Q1. Okay. So other one, question 1. So W of Carnot is given as T1 minus T3 by T1 into Q1. So what is the COP of refrigerator? Normally, COP of refrigerator. Second equation. You want to frame a second equation. COP of refrigerator is Q2 by equation. In the case of Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 അല്ലേ വരുന്നത്. Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 ആണ് വരുന്നത്. So here it is Q1 is Q2. ഇവിടെയാണ് ഈ വാല്യൂ മൈനസ് ഈ വാല്യൂ മൈനസ് ഈ വാല്യൂ, അതാണ് ഇതിന്റെ റെസിപ്രോക്കൽ ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കുന്ന വാല്യൂ. ഓക്കെ, അതാണ് അതിന്റെ COP വാല്യൂ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻ ദ കേസ് വി ക്യാൻ റൈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ആസ് W Q2 by W അല്ലെ, Q2 by W or Q2 by W, or we can write it as Q2 by W, or we can write it as Q2 by Q1 double dash minus Q2. Q1 double dash minus Q2, or we can also write it as T2 by T3 minus T2. Okay, T2 by T3 by T2. Okay, so here write the equation for W as W equal to we can write the equation W equal to Q2 into T3 minus T2 by T2 അല്ലേ, ഇത് അങ്ങോട്ട് പോകും, അത് അടിയിൽ വരും. T3 minus T2 by T2, we can write the Bruce equation as W equal to Q2 into T3 minus T2 by T2. So we will get both two equations for W Carnot 1 and 2. So equate 1 and 2 to find the particular T3 value, T4 കാണാൻ നമുക്ക് equate ചെയ്യാം. Okay, so we can complete the particular equation in the next class. Okay, so next step is to equate the particular W Carnot value, this particular equation equal to this particular equation. Okay, and find the particular value. So how we can find, we will complete the particular equation in next class. Please write down the two equations 1 and 2. This W Carnot equal to T1 minus T3 by T1 into Q1 in the case of efficiency of heat engine, and W equal to Q2 into T3 minus T2 by T2 in the case of the coefficient in the with respect to coefficient of refrigerator as 1 and 2. So equate 1 and 2 to get the further proceedings. So we will complete the particular equation problem in our next class.